Boxing Champions presents the final press conference for our big night of action coming your way this Saturday night. Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view, headlined by the highly anticipated rematch for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World, Wilder versus Ortiz, number 2. Bringing to your attention, our preliminaries will be featured on FS2 on Saturday night, commencing at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific. And our pay-per-view portion begins at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific. And we open up with a very tantalizing matchup between former world champions as they fight for the bantamweight world title eliminator in a classic Mexico versus Puerto Rico showdown. Luis Pantera Neri versus Emmanuel Manny Rodriguez. And our second pay-per-view bout features the WBA Super Bantamweight Championship of the World. The undefeated world champion, Brandon the Heartbreaker Figueroa, defends his title against Mexico's world-ranked challenger, Julio Pollito Cejas. Well, fans, here we go. Let's meet our fighters in our co-main event of the evening, 12 rounds for the WBA Super Featherweight Championship of the World. First, we introduce and invite him up to the stage at this time, fighting out of Houston, Texas, by way of Morelia, Michoacan, Mexico. He'll be making his first attempt at a world title with a record of 24 wins and 2 losses. He has 12 wins coming by way of knockout. He's been making a steady climb up the rankings to become a top-ranked super featherweight world contender. Please welcome El Michoacano Miguel Flores. And now his opponent, one of the dominant greats in boxing today, seeking his 4th division world title and making his super featherweight debut this Saturday night. He's a 4-time world champion in 3 weight divisions. Please welcome the current WBA featherweight champion of the world, El Terremoto, Leo Santa Cruz. There they are, ladies and gentlemen, El Terremoto, Leo Santa Cruz, El Michoacano, Miguel Flores, 12 rounds in a co-main event of the evening for the WBA Super Featherweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are leading up to the main event of the evening, Wilder versus Ortiz, number 2, of course. This is the rematch for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World, and this rematch is of one of the best fights of last year. Before we bring out our fighters at this time, let's take a closer look at one of the most feared and avoided heavyweights in boxing, Luis King Kong Ortiz.
I am the Rio King, next heavyweight champion of the world.
And this one is over.
I'm ready, I'm 100%.
My goodness, Luis King Kong Ortiz went over to Deontay Wilder.
I want to be champion. King Kong is back.
And here he is, the challenger, the crafty southpaw with vicious power, with a record of 31 wins, 1 loss, 26 wins coming by way of knockout. Saturday night, he'll be seeking revenge and looking to become the first ever heavyweight world champion from Cuba. Please welcome the fearsome heavyweight contender, Luis King Kong Ortiz. And now, before we bring out the champion, let's take a look at a closer look at the longest reigning and most active heavyweight world champion in boxing today, the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder.
we all know it's not a secret no more. I have power. I'm 41-0 with 40 KOs. Every man stepping in the ring with me, I'm knocking out. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, with a sensational record of 41 wins, no losses, 1 draw, with 40 big wins coming by way of knockout, he is the most feared single-punch knockout artist in boxing today. He'll be making the 10th defense of his title from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Here is the undefeated and defending WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. There they are, ladies and gentlemen, the highly anticipated and very dangerous rematch, 12 rounds for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World. The Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder versus Luis King Kong Ortiz. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we bring up our reporter, Fox Sports reporter, to handle our Q&A session. Please welcome Heidi Androl. Heidi?
Thank you very much, Jimmy. Thank you to all of the media joining us here today, and of course to all of you watching around the world. It will be fireworks on Saturday night. And so we will begin with a man who's known for his fireworks, the champion, Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. Deontay, this is your 10th consecutive defense of your heavyweight title. You didn't have to take this fight. Why risk it? Why risk your undefeated legacy, that payday that potentially looms ahead with Tyson Fury? It's rumored to be in February. Why risk that in a rematch against a man that you already beat?
Well, I feel like I'm the best in the world. I know I'm the best in the world. I say it, I say it boldly. I say it with confidence. I say it with pride. And with that being said, I must get a fan what they're hungry for, and that's exciting fights. The heavyweight division was in a dark place at one point in time, and now there's light shining on it. It's on fire, actually. And and with that being said, I must keep it going as a champion. I gotta keep it going. And then with Luis Ortiz, he's one of the best in the world, one of the most dangerous men in boxing, period. That's why no one in the top 10 has ever given him an opportunity. They call him old and different things like that, but the logic of it don't make sense, because if he's old, then that's easy. You're supposed to get in there. You no fear at all. That's an easy fight to take if he's so old. That's what I see. But in reality, they know what they're facing, And the first time it was high risk, low rewards. This time it's a little bit different, but I'm blessed with the opportunity again. The first time I grew a bond with him because of his situation with his daughter and my daughter, so I understood. If no one understood, I understood the most because of my daughter born with spina bifida. So me looking up on the landscape of the heavyweight division and seeing that still this man had no opportunity. He had to fight lower opposition, because no one would give it. So I look at this and I say, I want to do it again. It was an amazing fight the first time.
Even though he gave you trouble in that fight. Do you make adjustments in this fight?
That's what it's all about. It's what it's all about. I'd rather go through stuff or go through situations in the ring than go through my whole career being perfect. What can I say, or what kind of legacy would I have if I went my whole career just washing everyone out?
It's admirable.
So you got to have something to be able to remember me by, remember myself, or that's what it's all about. And I wanted to bless him again because I was looking, I see these guys don't want to fight him, period. And I'm blessing him again with the opportunity to be on pay-per-view. This may be his last time here. You know, who knows, you know. He's getting up there.
Let's ask him.
You know, and I wanted to give him an opportunity to be on chance to be on pay-per-view and gain money for his family. And like I told him, you know, when I see him at Fox, I want him to get the best of the best doctors for his daughter. And this is why we're here.
Very respectable, and I know there's a mutual respect between the two of you. Luis, I have to ask you because you are looking fit and fierce coming into this fight. Herman Casero, your trainer, has told me that you had 6 weeks before that last fight with Deontay. This time you had a full 12 weeks. You brought in Coach Wade, who is part mad scientist, part strength and conditioning coach. How will this Luis Ortiz be different against Deontay Wilder this time around?
Ante todo, quiero agradecerle a Dios, a Deontay por esta oportunidad, a Jaime, a mi team por creer en mí. Yo me siento agradecido de la vida. Tengo mi hija que entre lo que cabe está bien. Eso doy gracias a Dios por todo. Lo que queda por decir, nada, es que voy a salir, no es mi última oportunidad como dice Deontay, que esta puede ser mi última. Yo me retiro cuando Dios quiera y cuando yo diga.
First of all, I want to thank God. I want to thank the press. I want to thank Al Heyman. I want to thank my team for me being here in this fight. I want to also thank Deontay Wilder. And this is what life is all about. I mean, I have my daughter. I've been blessed. But this is not how Deontay is saying. This is not going to be my last opportunity. I'm here to fight, and that's what you'll see Saturday night.
Well, I know you've lost about 20 pounds. Your team telling me that you're throwing punches faster, that you plan to close the distance with Deontay. How do you do that?
Eso está cuando suena el campanazo el sábado en la noche, porque uno a veces entrena para un objetivo y cuando llega al ring todo se dificulta. Hay que mantenerse enfocado y hacer su trabajo.
No, we'll see that when the bell rings, because we have a plan, but things change.
Sure.
So the deal is that we can adapt to whatever is being thrown out at us, and that's what people see on Saturday night.
All right, speaking of change, a debut in a new division for Leo Santa Cruz, your debut at super featherweight, 130 pounds. In your last fight, I was sitting in the corner talking to your brother Antonio about your volume of punches, over 1,200 thrown in that last fight. Do you expect to have that same kind of volume at 130?
I think so. You know, I always train the same in the bags. I'm throwing a lot of punches. Every minute of the round, I'm throwing a lot of punches. My dad says that the 3-minute round, you have to be working, throwing punches, and that's what I do. The only thing we've been doing a little bit different is working more on our power, because we know it's going to be a bigger division and the guys are going to be heavier and everything. So we've been setting our punches a little bit more and everything, but the punches is still the same. We're throwing a lot of punches, and that's what we expect to do on Saturday night.
How does one work on power?
With my strength conditioning coach, he's been making me do a little bit more weights, and also with my sparring partners, I spar with bigger guys that fight at 140, 135, and
What have they said?
they say that I feel stronger. Because I have sparred with them like a couple of times, and they say that for this camp they feel me even more stronger than before.
All right, well, the man who will find out is Miguel Flores. I know how much this opportunity means to you, not just because it's going to be an opportunity to win the title for yourself, but an opportunity to win a championship for your late brother, Ben, who gave the ultimate sacrifice to this sport. How do you intend to do that against such a volume puncher like Leo Santa Cruz?
First of all, I want to thank everybody for being here. And like you said, Leo's a great champion. Actually, a little jealous of him because you guys all family, his brothers and stuff. But I know my brother's going to be there with me on Saturday night as well. And we've worked hard. It's all about, in boxing, people see the hands fly, but it's all about ring knowledge. And I got that, and we're going to offset them. We're going to come away with the victory Saturday night.
We're looking forward to that one. It will be the co-feature of the night. As I mentioned, fireworks. Deontay, in that last fight, he had you buzzed. You have acknowledged that 7th round was difficult for you. You persevered. You came back and got the victory. due to the physique of the man sitting to the left of me, he's a different Luis Ortiz. He may be 40, but he's probably in the best shape he's ever been. Does that matter?
I mean, he look good now. Don't get me wrong, he look good. And but I don't think it's gonna matter when you're dealing with a fighter like me. You know, 365. I'm always in shape. You know, what I mean, I come to camp in shape. The first day of camp, we sparring. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I'm always prepared. I'm always ready to go, and it's always a good feeling to see my opponents in shape as well. You know, and as prepared properly and ready for a war. That's all I can ask for my opponent, is to be prepared and ready, because they already know what fight they're in for when they're facing a Deontay Wilder.
Most definitely. Luis, not many people can say they've experienced the power of Deontay Wilder. How would you rate his power, and is it the most you have faced in your career?
Bueno, yo llevo alrededor de casi 500 peleas que estoy peleando desde los 10 años. El boxeo amateur es muy diferente al boxeo profesional. No por gusto, Deontay es el campeón ha sido el campeón del mundo por varios años. Y ahí arriba los golpes de los pesos completos son patadas de caballo, como decimos nosotros. Y sí me golpeó y me lastimó. Supe recuperarme. Y después, todo el mundo sabe lo que pasó, el cansancio me mató, pero estoy listo. Esto es una guerra, como dice Deontay. Y lo que viene esta es la tercera guerra mundial.
Well, this
La segunda.
this will be the second World War that you're going to experience on Saturday night. I mean, I've had 500 fights since my amateur years, over 10 years fighting. And when you get to the heavyweights, everybody has power. And sometimes it feels like like a horse or a mule kicking you. That's how hard these guys hit. So Wilder definitely has a lot of strength. And, I'm just going to go out there and try to show and display what I know, what I can do.
I saw a little respect to another man who knows a thing or two about heavyweights, Lennox Lewis, in the house. Deontay, before I wrap this up, I have one final question. You said on a conference call earlier, I think it was actually early last week, one night, one fight, one blow. That can end it all. How does it end on Saturday night?
I mean, look who you're talking to.
I'm well aware. Is it early? Is it late?
Just don't blink. You know, with me, when I step in the ring,
Me too.
He says, me too.
my mission, I only have one goal, one mission. When I step in the ring, is to knock my opponent out. That's the only way I know. I don't know no other way. You know, nobody, I mean, in reality, no one wants to come to a fight and see a 12-round fight. You know, no disrespect to the little guys. I love you, Leo. You know, I love you guys. You know, but when they're dealing with the heavyweight division, you know, they don't want to sit there and wait. You know, they got other plans, you know, that they have planned at the end of the night. And my job is to go in and make the sight of fighting and leave it with a dramatic knockout. And that's what I've been doing all my career, and that's what I plan to continue to do to the end of my career.
Well, we are looking forward to it. As Deontay Wilder just said, don't blink. It's Saturday night, goes down 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. We will now allow the fighters to come up for some closing comments. We will start with Miguel Flores. Come on.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Like they said, I mean, there's nothing much left to be said. We're ready. Like I said, Leo's a great fighter. I respect all his family, his brothers. But Saturday night, you know, once we step in that ring, you know, I'm trying to knock him out. I'm trying to be like Wilder over here. But, of course, buy it. Don't miss it. I mean, I hear the comments he says and his motivation, and then I look over at his face, and he got that, like, okay, you're going to see. So it's going to be an action-packed fight, but definitely Leo and myself, we're going to steal the show Saturday night, and you're going to see a great action-packed fight for sure. Thank you, guys.
All right, we'll bring up your opponent, Leo Santa Cruz.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. And I want to thank my manager, Al Heyman, for putting me this big place again and, giving me the opportunity. And to all the fans, to all the media, I'm really happy. I'm excited to come out here and perform another great show. Like Miguel said, we're both going to go out there, give a great show for you fans, and we're going to try to steal the show. I know it's going to be very hard because, like I said, Ortiz and Wilder, they're both really explosive fighters. They could knock you out in a blink of an eye, and they're gonna come to fight and leave everything in the ring. So, but we're still gonna try. We're gonna try our best to steal the show, and we just hope that the fans watch the fight, enjoy 2 great fights, and come support. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Leo. Now to the heavyweights, Luis King Kong Ortiz.
Bueno, como ya ha dicho Deontay, esto no va a llegar a 2 asaltos. No queda más que decir. O él me noquea o yo lo noqueo. Pero lo mejor que hubiese esa noche era que no existiera campana. Y vamos a darle para adelante el tren sin freno.
Like I said before, and Deontay also said it, this is not going to go 12 rounds. Either he knocks me out or I knock him out. And I wish there was no bells between rounds so we can just keep going. This is going to be a war.
I like it. All right, on that note, come on up. The heavyweight champion, Deontay Wilder.
It's just overall, man, this is a great card. We got great champions up here, great fighters. What more can you ask for? There's nothing more to really be said, now it's time for action. And I'm looking forward to giving you guys the best of me. Luis is looking to give you guys the best of him, along with the rest of the guys that's on the card. And that's all you guys can ask for. We train very hard to get prepared and to go to war. This is war. And with our fight, you already know what to expect. The hard part for you guys, it should be the waiting part. Some of you probably ain't going to be able to sleep come Friday night. And that's okay, because I'm going to probably be right there with you, visualizing, meditating, getting ready to go to war. This is what it's all about. I'm just excited to be here. I can't wait come Saturday night. You guys are in for a treat as always. This fight will not go the distance. So as I said before, get your popcorn, go get your pizza, go to the bathroom. Make sure you get by somebody that's not going to be able to disturb you. Don't drop your cell phone. Put it in your pockets, because you don't want to be the one that drop it and look up and say what happened, because it can happen just like that. And as I always say, these guys have to be perfect for 12 rounds. I only have to be perfect for 2 seconds. And in the blink of an eye, bam, baby, good night. So I can't wait, guys. You in for a treat. This is going to be an amazing card, amazing fight. And I can't wait, baby. Bomb Squad!
All right, let's send it back up to the desk to our friends. Kate, take it away.